Yeah. I tell my wife all the time, look, if he got a nerve to whip me up, I got a nerve to do what he want me to do. Oh, look out, y'all.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I'm loving that. I'm loving that.
Oh, don't you know?
Hey, Big Bill family!
What's up? Me, how you doing? Oh, yes.
That's right. And now,
Okay. All right. Let's see, Dr. Paul, let me check.
All righty, we're back. All right, we're about to get ready to get started, y'all. How's everybody doing? All right.
Yeah.
Dr. Paul.
And we are hot and live on YouTube, Dr. Pink.
Hey, what's up, family?
Yeah, buddy.
Live in the-
Hey, Doc.
That's right. What's up? Everybody doing good? Everybody got your Wednesday.
What's up,
face
Doc?
on? What's up, Christy?
Yo, Doc.
What's up?
Hey,
Who's that?
yo, Doc, you can pull your audio devices screen down. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Doc, all is well.
All right.
Now you
Hell. Uh-huh.
All right, we're gonna get started in a little bit. And folks, come on
Yeah,
in,
buddy.
get a seat. Come on in, grab around the tree. We're gonna
Yeah,
talk about some good stuff tonight. Hope you got your questions, concerns. Get your pens and pads. We're gonna go in, y'all.
Yeah.
Talk about stuff for the time and the season we living in, right?
Well,
Mm.
look,
Yep.
and this season is a crazy one right now.
I
boy.
tell you, man. You know what's going on in the world, man. You know, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna just get ready to fade in. About to go live here, Big B. So we
Yeah,
are
buddy.
live on
Yeah, man.
YouTube, family.
Yes, we're live on YouTube already.
All right, good. So we're gonna go and we're gonna record. We're gonna go to the computer. All right, I want to welcome everyone to the family tree. Put your hands together, family. Hey. Good to see everybody. This is another episode of the family tree. We're gonna go in today, talk about a lot of good stuff. This
Yo,
is your
buddy.
Holistic Health Network, where we can talk about all that's good, all that's great, and we're gonna bring that music down, Big B, as more folks come in the room.
Yo, man.
I'm gonna bring on down the music. Brings on music.
Yeah. I tell you, man. When I grew up, I'm gonna be a DJ just like you. Man.
Well,
How did you?
how's Juju?
How did you? Yes.
All right, Big B. Hey, we want to thank everyone for joining us. If this is the first time you're joining us, this is the Family Tree. This is where we call it the holistic, breakthrough for the week.
I know that's right.
You need something because you get bombarded over the head with so much stuff, but it's good to know that you can gather around the tree. And we call it the tree because it is the ancient laurel trees where our ancestors sat around whenever they had a problem, a situation, concern. They would gather around these things called the ancient laurel trees. And some of them were so big that nowadays they're cut down. You may think that it's a mountain, but it's actually a tree. That means your family sits around. And when we talk about things, we want to find out what's on your heart, what's on your mind, and anything that you can get connected to, getting solutions. It's usually in your family. That's what's called the social security.
Yes,
You gotta
sir.
say it social security.
Social security.
That's right. And it's not a check, it is your family. So with that, we say answer your questions today. We hope we can answer some questions today. We say if you have a question, concern, if you look down on your reaction bar, you'll see a little happy face down there. Click that. You can raise your hand and be a part of the conversation this evening. And if you have a question or concern, you'll put you in queue. And therefore, we'll try to get your question answered, and you'll be lined up like Big B. I don't know, Big B, you didn't get yours up there. Yes, he did. He got his
I got it up.
he got his up there. All right. Or if you are someone that says, I don't want to get on camera. I just want to give my question out. I want to see if I can get this thing answered. I don't want to be on screen. That's okay. You can put your information down in the chat box and we'll try to get your question answered. If you're someone that's calling by phone, and with phone, you may have missed the prompt that actually tells you how to log in or raise the hand. No problem. Just let us know you're calling by phone and we'll try to get to you. All right. We're going to get started. But before we do that, I want to give a shout out to the host with the most. That's Big B, Bill Morgan.
Yo, buddy. How are you? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look out, man. What can I tell you?
What's up, buddy? How you doing over there, man?
Hey, man. Listen, I'm doing terrific. I'm doing terrific over here today, man. I had a good day today. Good day in my rehab earlier this morning. And look, shucks, had a nerve to have a smile on my face. They said, "You all right?" I said, "Shoot, you can't. Y'all better get away because you can't take it."
Well, Big B, you the first testimony of the day. How about that? Let's give Big B a hand.
Yeah, man. Always.
First thing, we say, come off mute, everybody. Come on, get Big.
That's right.
Congratulations.
That's always.
So glad to see you back and well.
Yes, doing well. Doing well.
So good. Praying for you.
I appreciate all that because brother needs it. You know how it is.
Yes,
God
that's right.
bless.
Yes. So we want to make sure, Big B, you're doing well, buddy. Good to know that you're checking in and you're doing the things that you had to do. And
yes, sir.
You're knocking their socks off. I know you
man. Got to do the work, Dr. P. That's what makes it happen. Right?
That's right. Okay, we're going to get started. We're going to get right to it. And we're going to go into our testimonies. But before we go through the testimonies, because I always say, a testimony goes a long way. When you hear these testimonies, these things these people are not making this stuff up. This stuff is really happening.
Yes,
people
sir.
are getting well and change is happening. So with that, you need a little encouragement. So that's why we start off the first set with just talking about what's happening with the people and what you may have used something from this network that we've been doing called the Family Tree. And you say, I used a little bit of something and my blood pressure went down. Or I did this and they told me my sugar levels went down.
Yeah.
They told me I don't need this medication no more. Woo,
well, I know that's right.
Look for, but any small amount of success or progress, we appreciate you so much, and we think you should share it. All right. So if you want to, we'll do that. But before we go to the testimonies, Big B, give us our numbers, buddy, because we know what we are dealing with a lot going on in this world. But guess what?
Man.
Starting to still do better, man.
Yeah. Listen,
COVID is kind of stepping down.
That's right. Updated as of, guess what, 10 minutes ago, Dr. Paul, the total confirmed cases, 696,706,078. Total critical cases, 7,358. Total deceased, 6,927,259. Total active cases, guys, 63,487,424. And total recovered mental health more. That is 627,922,677.
Wow, that's a lot of folks.
We are.
That's a lot of folks. And Big B, we're proud to have the ability to say that, hey, man, people are doing well. We've been on this website for a long time. Yes, indeed. And we're showing that people are getting well. And these are numbers that are not reported. And with the things that they gave us kind of like a fear warning, like, the flu is going to be back. It's going to be stronger than ever. But guess what? People are doing well. So go to that website, ncov2019.live. You can get all the information and the updates, all the epidemiologist reports in one location around the world. So
yes.
All right, so we're going to get started, Big B. Did Prophetess come in? Is Prophetess in here?
I haven't seen her yet. Prophetess, if you're there. I haven't seen her yet.
Okay.
I'm sure when she does, she'll holler. So
okay.
I'll keep my eyes on it.
Okay, sounds good. So we're going to open up first and we're going to go into today's session. And if you have a comment, a testimony of something that you have gone through or experienced, or sometimes, Big B, we got a lot of ambassadors in here. We got a lot of ambassadors of health that people are doing stuff. You know, you might see that ambassador to health when you just try to pick up some water.
Well, you know, hey, listen, I'm glad you said that. Let me say this here. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. I was over here in Glassboro. I was in Glassboro at the big lots over there. And ran into one of the family from the family tree. We were both getting water at the same time.
Wow.
Folks said, what are you all doing? I said, if you don't know, boy, you got to join us on the tree because we're going to keep you alive and kicking. And especially the guy who helped me, he said, man, that's a lot of water. I said, well, you know, young boys like me got to keep pretty. He fell out there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So we got a lot of ambassadors.
Yeah.
You're doing it, folks. You're doing it. So we start off the day with a testimony. If you have a testimony in your heart, your mind, something that you've seen that has changed your life and has been a part of what you're doing and the conversation that we talk here. We like to hear. And if you have something, the floor is absolutely open right now. The floor is.
I have one, Dr. Paul.
Okay, Summer.
Go ahead, Summer. Go ahead.
Okay, Summer.
So my husband, I went to see you, I think, for the first time back in February. And I still haven't been able to get my husband to go, but I remember you said to me, I told you a little bit about what the health issues with my husband. My husband has diabetes, high blood pressure. He has GI bleeds. He has, oh God, I forget what it's called, malformations, whatever in his gut, all these different things. And I remember the one thing you said was he has to get off the Splenda. She said, if he doesn't do anything else, tell him to get off the Splenda. So long story short, my husband wound up having to get a stent placed. His ejection fraction, I don't know if people know what an ejection fraction is the force in which your heart pushes blood through your body, ejects blood through your body. And normal is between 55, 60 to 65%. Some people can be up to 65%. My husband's was 20%.
Have mercy.
Whoa.
Have mercy.
25. My husband, listen, every 3 or 4 months he was in the hospital with multiple GI bleeds, multiple issues. And went to see you. You got me straight. And I told him, I said, if you don't do anything else, Dr. Paul said, you got to stop the Splenda. So we switched it with stevia. They put him on all these meds. He went to have the stent placed. I got him the CoQ10 and the PQQ and the water. So he's really been doing, he hasn't had Splenda since like February.
All
he
right.
drinks water. That's the only water we have is the Crystal Geyser. And he takes CoQ10 and his PQQ. Now he also takes other meds. But, you know, he went to not being able to breathe at all to, you know, my husband cannot sit down. He's the type of guy that he cannot sit still for 5 minutes. He has to be doing something. But at any rate, he went back to the doc and they did another echo on him and his injection fraction is 55 to 60%.
Woo! Now you're back. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm coming on and doing a testimony because I know.
Yes.
Yes.
You.
Yeah.
Everybody come on.
Yes.
Oh my, wonderful.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congrats to you, Summer.
Awesome. That is now you can think about, you know, applying this principle even more. The more he does, the better it's going to get.
Yes.
But again, you know, Splenda, we've talked about Splenda for so long. It has been known to cause major problems with stroke and aneurysm, specifically with African-American women more than anyone on the planet. How about that? It's been known to be a carcinogen to when you have it now mixed with medication, it becomes a toxic cocktail. It hardens your arteries. So we know that this stuff has been poison all along. It's always been a poison. Same folks that made it were the same folks that made Agent Orange and Y'all hear that? Yeah, acorns and
mm.
napalm. So what is it? It's a toxin, and when you really break it down, do you know what that stuff aspartame really is, or the sucralose and stuff like that is? A lot of the aspartame is actually Big B. Wouldn't believe it is bacteria poop. That's
Ooh,
exactly what it is.
have mercy.
That's what it is. Bacteria poop. That is what it is.
Let me use the words from the kids. Ew.
Yeah, ew. Yeah, you just think about, all right, well, who was the first one to discover that? That it was sweet.
Wow, you know?
He had to start tasting
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But yes, this stuff is not good. It is, what is the main factor of what it does? It dehydrates, it refines, it restricts. And with that, pulls the moisture out of the body. That's why it pulls it out of the arteries and the veins, hardens them. And next thing you know, what do you have? Stroke, heart attacks, things like that. So, Summer, congratulations. You know, continue to stay on the walk. All right. All right. Thank you so much for that. That was a great testimony. All right. Who do we have next?
Thank you.
Dr. Paul.
Yes.
Yeah, Farouk.
Who's that? Brother
That's
Farouk.
that's Farouk.
Yes, sir.
Where you at,
Wow.
man? You look like you at Nurse or somewhere.
Yes, I am.
I know
Yes.
that background. I know that background.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, man? I'm over here eating. I was eating a quinoa stir fry,
Mm.
and yeah, and it has some avocados in it, and it has some chickpeas and the quinoa, of course, and then it has some onions and all. It was really like a stir fry with the peppers and stuff like that. So
Awesome.
and guess what? I got the juice. I got some tamarind. No, I got strawberry lime juice. So I'm telling you, man.
Oh
This,
man, you know what? You got a testimony just showing up this evening.
yes, that's right. Hello.
Is Sarah there? She not? Is she
Yeah,
there?
she's in the office.
Oh, okay. Give her a shout out. All right. Tell her to come
definitely.
outside. Give her
Oh
a
yeah.
shout out.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see where
If
she
she's
is.
available, you don't have to do it now. See if you can grab her.
You can catch you later on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I got it. And you know what? Also, I'm still, as you see now, I'm where I'm supposed to be at right now. And that, you know, that organo gold is I seen the wintertime is that's when I make the most money. And we gotta pray for Israel.
Yes, pray for Israel. That's right. Pray for they pray for peace amongst
Yes.
you know, that's going on, because we can't take this of any kind, man. This is really becoming something that's devastating. When you bomb, the bomb hits hospitals, and you know, this is just terrible. Already that we're on low levels of everything, and then you hit them, and then it just devastates everything. So we pray for peace for that whole region of the Middle East. So, all right, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yes, sir. You got it.
All right, thank you.
No
All right,
problem.
let's see.
Okay.
And who else we
Anybody
got
else? I heard someone earlier, but then they went away. Okay. No one else? Okay.
No one else? Okay. Oh, if there's no one else, we're gonna get started, Big B.
I know that's right, buddy.
Start talking about stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. I gotta know. Wait a minute.
Okay.
What's that cap? What's that cap?
What's that cap? She
Cap
said.
on.
What's your hat, Dr. Green?
This is Mexico right here. Mexico. It's the official sign of Mexico. Yep. There you go. See the bird? See the eagle?
I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. One of my souvenirs coming back. Yep. All right, we're gonna get started. And who do we have? Big B, let's go to the chat box first to start off with.
Well, you know what?
Excuse me.
Yeah. Who's that?
It's Nzinga Bay.
Hi, Nzinga Bay. How are you?
I'm well. I was trying to
All
figure
right.
out how to raise my hand. I have a testimony.
Okay, you got a testimony.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us what's going on. Is this your first time on?
On camera, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So she's
I'm
been
on
hiding in the
every
back.
week.
That's all right.
Okay. All right. Well, it's
Most of the time
to
I'm
have
working.
you. It's a
Okay,
pleasure
that's
to
all
have
right.
you.
So
Pleasure.
I've been on for a couple of months, and I was introduced to the green drink that you have.
Mhm.
And when I say, so I'm a hair specialist and I'm on my feet all day. So I also have sciatic. So by drinking a green drink every day, I have so much more energy.
Well,
My legs aren't hurting as much. My feet, I see that sometime in my feet can swell. I have no swelling.
Well, you go ahead, girl.
I
You
know
go
that's
ahead.
what's
I have
up.
no swelling.
That's what I'm talking about.
I sometimes, when I get out of bed I'm 46. So sometimes when I get out of bed, I'm like, oh, I'm tired because I stayed up late or just not getting the proper, just running around all the time, a full-time parent as well. And I can definitely say the green drink. So here's the other thing. I ran out and my body said, what are you doing? I just ordered some 2 days ago and it came in the mail last night. So I think
all right.
so my body is thankful. I enjoy it with water. And also I make homemade apple juice, so I like it like that as well.
All right, you go ahead with your bad self.
So, and what was your first name again? Let me get your first name again. What's your first name again? Did she drop off?
Yeah, she's going back in the back.
Oh, let's give her a hand, everybody. Just give
Yes,
her
sir. Yes, sir.
just a hand.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Her name is Nzinga.
Nzinga.
And Zinga, Dr. P.
Nzinga. Yes.
Hey.
Congratulations. Congratulations. You know what's happening, y'all. You got to raise that alkalinity. Raise the alkalinity, adds oxygen to the body, feeds every cell in the body. So with that, that's what the green drink does. The NGB, natural green balance, land and sea. With that, that's the greatest prebiotic, because who's the greatest converter? Who's the greatest converter? We are. We flip it, right? So the body says, all you got to do is give me the right stuff and I'll make it all happen. So, Nzinga, congratulations to you. What a great testimony on the green drink. Yes. All right. Okay. Who else
Okay, Dr. P. Dee and his sister said, my sister and I are allergic to all fresh fruits. What herb can we take to reverse our situation? We live in Connecticut.
She said she's what now?
She is allergic to all fresh fruits.
Fresh fruits? Well,
yes.
I would challenge the first fruits to clear that up first, because in most cases, the allergic reaction that she's saying that she's having, I would ask two questions. Number one, what kind of fruit, and what does she classify as allergic reaction? Because there's two things that people sometimes can misconstrue. Number one, they're spraying everything. You remember we talked about the two most prominent are chlorpyrifos and glyphosates. Those are sprayed, or the cross contamination is getting on a lot of fruits and vegetables. So when people say that they're having a reaction, they're not having a reaction to the fruit or the vegetable. They're having a reaction to the chemical that was sprayed on. Got it? And it's happening like that because remember, they are fighting back. The plants are fighting back. Do you know that? That when they're spraying these pesticides and things, the weeds are growing back and they're actually becoming stronger. So when they come in stronger, when they hit it with whatever cc's of units they hit it with, guess what? It sits there and go like, yeah, you did that last time. I'm better this time.
So I got you now. So
I got you now. And it's not going nowhere. So what are they going to do? They're going to raise the level of toxicity with the chemicals. So now when they raise the level, they're hitting it with more pesticides. Guess where that's going to end up? Inside of you. And you are having this allergic reaction. So I would first say, make sure they're washing fruits and vegetables all with baking soda, aluminum free. Make sure it's with seeds, and just try to be as organic as possible. Get it from places that that have made the commitment to be organic, and try to be on point with that as much as you can. That's the best thing you can do.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Good question, though. Good question.
All right. Here we go. Have one from Natalie Cox. She says, what do you do for acid reflux, Dr. Paul, that has been going on for 8 days? It burns after eating, shortness of breath, relieved by drinking baking soda and water. So what do I do?
Okay, so say that again, one more time.
Okay,
Slow
what do you
down.
do for acid reflux that has been going on now for 8 days? It burns after eating, shortness of breath, relieved by drinking baking soda and water.
So it's been relieved by baking soda.
Yes,
Okay, that's right. So that means something, is that, you said she, is a young lady?
Natalie Cox.
Natalie, okay, so what
Yes,
you're
thank you.
doing, yes, definitely, you gotta watch food choices. Something else that you're being exposed to is causing acid. The baking soda will always reduce inflammation because it's alkaline. So something you're being exposed to, you gotta watch to make sure that you're not getting too much acid. Now, watch out for things like probiotics, fermentation. Got it? Watch those things on the top 10 toxic food list that I have. I would suggest go right to my website and download the www.drpaulherbs.com and make sure you get the top 10 toxic foods list. But we would have to
Thank
go over that.
Thank you.
And I would watch out for, like I said, what we tend to see people getting a lot of is the probiotics, anything that may say lactobacillus, which is some kind of a bovine or some kind of dairy, or apple cider vinegar, all those things. Got it? So make sure those are out of your diet. And therefore, then you move forward. Natural green balance is a good source for you. As Azinga just told you, the green drink, hydrogen based, will keep you there. And also you got to look at probably cleansing the liver, because once you cleanse the body, what holds the charge in the body is going to be cleansing the liver. So not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. Get you a green drink. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you.
All
All right,
right.
Nick, what you got there? Who's up?
Okay, let me see. Up in the top, that's Monica, and they would come back. Chanel. Let me do this. Let me do Chanel record. I have a question. I use essential oils in diffusers. I have eucalyptus and tea tree oil. Someone brought to my attention that lavender and tea tree causes some testosterone in boys. I have 2 boys, ages 10 and 6 months, and 2-year-old girl. What oils are safe around children that I can use in a diffuser?
So you're saying lavender and tea tree? Okay, she said that causes what now?
It's low testosterone in boys.
I would challenge that. You gotta take, whenever you hear a study like that, you gotta get the parameters for what they're saying. Whenever you're having any oils, remember oils are the highest concentration of the plant. So sometimes you do need a carrier oil with that. If you're especially using certain types of applying to the skin, diffusers, things like that, just know and understand what herbs you're using. Now, lavender is for cooling. Tea tree is, you said tea tree, right? That's
right.
a natural antibiotic. Got it? That's a natural antibiotic. Usually the highest form comes from Australia. So with those two, just use them properly. I don't see how that would be causing an issue with the boys. And it depends on how are you applying it? How are they receiving it? That's also another thing. So I would have more questions. Is she on there? Is she there right now? Or is that was that by text? Or
no? Chanel, are you here?
Chanel, you there? Is Chanel there? If not,
she must have said.
okay, all right. I would
okay.
just have more questions for that. I would challenge that though, because usually you have to have proper etiquette for what are you using it for. You know, what are you using it in the bath water, or how is she using it for administering to the boys? Usually when you take something like lavender and tea tree oil, do you know what that combination is used for? Does anybody know what that's used for? You'll see that combination already put inside of a actual, it'll be put in already 50-50 inside some formulas. You know what that's good for? It's for keloids. It's good for keloids. Keloids, yeah. If you ever have a keloid from a cut, a surgery, or something, you know what a keloid is. Y'all know what a keloid is, right?
It's like that zip I got, y'all.
Mhm.
Yes. On your face is a lump.
Right. It's
Uh-huh.
actually overgrowth.
Yes.
Overgrowth of the skin. And it happens with mostly melanated people because
Mhm.
our melanin is a regenerator and it regenerates at a rate already at dramatic speed. So sometimes it'll overgrowth. And if it overgrows too fast, it will start to now grow down and root. And once it roots, it can become very, very painful. So
Mhm.
what we use, that's what we use, the tea tree and lavender combination 50-50 actually soothes and it also flattens it out. So it
Mhm.
doesn't root. So it actually will clear it out of the system. So if you have like, you ever seen one with the, maybe like sometimes they have the frat, when they actually do the frat burns on their arm or
Mhm.
sometimes.
Yes.
Women with
Uh,
earrings.
Yes. Yes.
Yep, the branding. Yep, any type of the branding, things like that. You'll see the keloid that actually
Yep.
forms with that. But you can bring that down because sometimes it gets very painful and it can root.
Mhm.
But that's what it's used for: tea tree
Paul,
and
she
lavender oil.
put in the chat that she uses a diffuser for
Right,
that lavender and stuff.
right. But I'm saying, what is it used? What is her intention for the young boys? Is there something that she's using? We probably just wouldn't use that specific one for them. If it's used for lungs, for clearing the lungs, it may be too strong for them. You got to see what age they are, what they're trying to, what's their goal, and what is she trying to accomplish? Is what I would ask.
She
She
said
just
that
typed
they
in
get around them.
aromatherapy.
Yeah, she said they get around them.
Right. But for what though? Are they having colds? Is it something they're fighting for, like the immune system? That's what we would try to do. Find out what's
Mhm.
going on there.
She
Okay.
said
She says her son has anxiety. She's typing versus talking. So
Okay. I think I see her over there. I would not use it for anxiety. Number one, that's definitely not the one. It's a calmative, but you would use lavender oil with just a calmative and something like a Himalayan salt bath. That would be a calmative. Got it? Tea tree oil is more for again, infections in the system. So
Mhm.
if you want to calm the system, you would do something like that. I haven't heard any word about anything lowering testosterone levels. That's something I haven't heard. Mm-mm. So I don't-
Dr. we have to be very careful because there is this commercial, guys. Have you seen it? Where they've got this these oils on it's like a shape in a blue. It's a blue container that you can put the oils on the top, and it's they call it a diffuser. So,
Yeah.
and what was it? What was that?
Yes, I've seen it. It's like $200 and some dollars.
Yes, it is. So here's the question though: can we be sure that stuff is real?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to understand what the herbs do, and then
Right.
are you using it for? That's why, because people can be taking the wrong thing for the wrong situation. For anxiety, I would do something else for that. I wouldn't use a diffuser for that. I wouldn't. I would use more like calmatives for the nervous system, specifically things that have magnesium base, because that calms the central nervous system. It's magnesium. So that
Right.
means greens, anything from greens. And things like the Himalayan salt bath works wonders. Yeah. And there's also tons of herbs that are magnesium based that are calmatives. Not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. One of them is called willow bark.
Right.
Willow bark. Willow bark. Yeah. Willow bark is an excellent one. So just what I'm saying, you got to kind of look at the situation and then go from there. All right. Okay, who do we have next?
Okay, we go up to Monica up in the corner. Monica, you there?
Yes, hi.
All right. How are you?
Big Bill. I
Mm-hmm.
kind of missed y'all the last couple of months. I've been under the weather. But Dr. Paul, I'd like to know which herbs can I use for this cancer called let me spell it. LEIOMYOSARCOMA.
You talking about sarcoma? Yeah. Is that what you're saying? Is it leiomyosarcoma?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. remember, any type of cancer, remember what is cancer? Cancer is when the cells are dying, tearing down. So what do you have to do? And everybody should be able to answer this question.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
What do you got to do? What do you got to do?
Something to
Yeah.
build them up.
Cleanse the blood. Clean the blood.
You got to clean the blood. You got to
Mhm.
clean the blood, number one, but you got to get alkaline.
Alkalinity.
Alkalinity is the key. It's all about the pH. Remember, cancer cannot live in an all alkaline
Fine
state.
state, that's
Shut it
right.
down
Mhm.
right there. If you're shutting it down, you're going to shut it down real good if you just start to now alkalize. So what should she be doing? She'd be number one, get your water right. Because
Mhm.
that's the highest hydrogen, right? That's H2O. So you got to
Yes.
get the right water, get enough water, keep it going, and then you get the herbs to raise that pH and then track your pH. But you got to keep it at a level of intensity. The problem usually happens when people start eating. When they start eating, they're going to eat the wrong things. You got to stay off the meat. You know, definitely if you're fighting something like a sarcoma, you got to come off of meat altogether. Period.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
You can't be eating meat because meat actually stems and makes the situation harder.
Mhm.
Because now I gotta work to create enzymes to break down. So now I gotta use energy to get energy. And it's also gonna break down into the stomach and the gut as an acidic ash. And that acidic ash is always going to be working against you. It's always going to be in a state of acid. So your body's like, I can't get you right unless I'm alkaline. So you got to get off of the heavy meats of any and all kind. They got to get off them pretty much all meat when you got a sarcoma. Okay.
Including fish.
Well, fish is a lighter, of course, but it does still, cause the body to be in a state of acidosis. It depends on what kind of fish, of course. Fins and scales. Remember, we went over that all last week, y'all.
Mhm.
Yes. Thank
Everybody
you.
love, man, the fish thing, man. When we go over the fish, it's always people call on the fish. The fish. What fish are the best fish? Yeah.
And then you be messing with my life,
so-
well, because I can't have my, you know what I'm talking about. I can't have my sea urchins.
Yep,
So I
yep,
need-
yep.
So I need to clean my blood, get alkaline and
You need-
pH.
Yeah, I would definitely first thing get an assessment. Are you in the
Mhm.
Philadelphia area?
No, I'm in Maryland. I
Okay.
seen before a few months ago in the summertime, but this done came about. I'm asking for it to be retested because they really trying to do this chemo, and I told them no, I'm not into that. I'm a holistic. If you could give me something holistically, then we'll talk. So yeah.
That ain't gonna happen. You know that ain't gonna happen. That is
Yeah.
not gonna
That
happen.
won't happen.
You know that ain't happen. The only thing they
Ain't happen.
holistically is when they cut, rip, or burn something out. That's it. So
Yeah.
what you got to do is you got to stay alkaline. You got to, number one, you got to become a master of your pH. And you remember, if you
Okay.
came in and sat with me, we went over
Yeah.
pH. Every class
Yeah.
and everyone that sits with me, I make sure you get that pH. Some
Okay.
people will apply the system better than others, but family, when you apply that principle of pH and you become a master of it, you can start to now track yourself all throughout the day. So you know when you go and steer left or your things go wrong, when you say, wow, I'm feeling bad, test yourself. Always keep testing yourself. So you know where you are.
Mhm.
And usually that's going to tell the story. So you sat down with me, right? We did sit down. Okay,
Yeah.
go over your notes. Go back over those notes. Keep that alkalinity high. Green
Okay.
drinks, green drinks, green drinks. Things like
Okay.
coral calciums, all of the things that we talked about, MSMs, all of those things. See, when you're talking about, sarcomas, you're dealing with the, the muscles or in the organs, in the intestine. It could be stomachs, it could be bladder, it could be anywhere. So
Mhm.
you really gotta get that blood clean. You got it?
Okay.
You got
Okay.
it? Mhm.
Great.
All right, family.
Thanks, Dr. Paul. I
Thank you
missed
so
y'all
much.
so much.
And I wish you the best. All right. Come on back in here.
You gotta come on back
in
so
here.
you,
Get on back
Hello.
in here.
No, yes.
Part of y'all go.
Excuse me.
yes,
This is
huh?
Nzinga coming back. My phone died.
That's all right. That's all right, Nzinga. We got you.
Thank
we
you.
got you. What a great testimony. We just want to give you props. Hey, y'all, now she back here. Open up and give her.
Yes, yes, yes.
Y'all, let's come off the mute and give her.
I just
a
want to make mention.
Wait.
Congratulations, Nzinga. Congratulations.
Congratulations. I just
Don't
wanted
you
to make mention
love-
that I have 3 clients, and within the past couple of weeks, I gave them just a little bit of the green drink.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully they'll be purchasing the bundle of 3. This is what they told me. So
Okay,
look out for
excellent.
that.
Okay.
Well, now
Okay.
you also get a badge for being an ambassador of health over there.
There you
How
go.
about
That's
that?
what's
Spreading the
up.
word. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah.
You know what? I tell
Thank you.
everyone, it took me a long time to get the taste together on that thing. It took me a whole year, Big B, just to get the taste together.
Yeah,
I
man.
said, you know what? It's green. And ain't nobody gonna want it because it's green. Because the green drinks I taste are horrible.
Yeah, man.
My daughter enjoys it as well with water. We just really use water.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah. So thank you again.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much,
It's always
Nzinga.
up.
That what a great testimony about the NGB. We appreciate you so much. All right, continue to do the work.
All right. Very good. All right, Monica, you done?
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Thank you,
No, not a
Monica.
problem.
All
Not
right.
a problem.
Best of luck. Come on in here. All right, come on back in. All right.
Yes, I will. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. take
Okay,
care.
Talia, before we go to Celia. Talia wants to know what can I take to help relieve nerve pain?
Nerve pain.
Yes. What kind
Yeah,
of
nerve
Talia,
pain.
what kind of nerve pain were we talking about, Talia?
Probably nerve endings, neuropathy, things like that.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. What kind of nerve thing you talking about, Talia?
I had a head injury. I had a concussion with whiplash, and I basically am in a lot of pain at times. My incident was in July 26th. The head injury actually messed with my voice. I wasn't like speaking properly. I couldn't remember things. Now I'm back to basically talking regular. My focus is better. I was dealing with headaches every day I'm still dealing with them, but I was dealing with a headache for about 2 months straight.
Wow.
Neck pain radiating all the way down to my shoulder, all the way down to my lower back. So I'm trying to get back to feeling like myself, because I think it was like basically messing with me mentally as well. But as far as the pain, sometimes it's unnerving. Like they want to medicate me, and they're talking about doing like epidural shots, and then they even mentioned something about surgery. But I have 3 bulging discs in my neck and 3 bulging discs in my back.
Right. And that's exactly what I was leaning to right there. And that sounds like structural because with the accident. So you are dealing with the chiropractor or someone, aren't you? Are you dealing with someone right now, chiropractor?
Yeah, I go to PT, but they really don't do a whole bunch of adjusting because sometimes when I get adjusted, I get instant headaches, like when they like turn my neck certain ways or if they touch it a certain way. But I get really bad headaches.
Yeah,
you just deal with a PT. She needs to see a chiropractor like Dr. Lenny.
Not a PT.
Yeah, Dr. Lenny just came in.
That's
I
what
think.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
So,
Dr. Lenny, you there?
Well,
is Doc in? Yeah, Doc in. I think he might have jumped in.
Okay.
But that's Talia, that's exactly what I was suggesting. Therapy, it was in July, you said, right? July?
Yeah, the end of July. The chiropractor, the PT person that I go to is a chiropractor.
Okay.
They do chiropractic and they do strengthening of the muscles and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, are they using any heat on you at all? Any heat or?
They use ice. And then they
Ice?
sometimes do the stem, but sometimes the stem actually hurts, so I just tell them no stem.
Right. Do you know
Just do the
where?
ice.
Do you know where where specifically their bulging this was? Did they say?
I have 3 in my neck and 3 in my lower back.
Okay, so in your neck, like the C, did they give you like a C1 through C7 somewhere around there?
They did.
Okay.
I do have. I have to look for it.
Yeah.
But they told me they did tell me which ones it was affect.
Okay. So you're doing treatment now because it's only been since July. So that's what,
The end
three
of
months?
July. So
Into
3
July.
months.
So you're still in that trauma state right now. So the
But
back,
I'm not getting better though. I'm still the same. Like my voice has gotten better and my focus, but and the headaches, I would say the headaches got better. I start taking B2 and I feel like the headaches are coming less often. But as far as the pain is like unnerving.
Yeah. So when you have the pain, is it the pain in the extremities as far as the hands, feet, or is it just head?
Yes, I get the tingling in my elbows and both of my elbows. Sometimes it goes down from my buttocks down to my feet. That's new. It started like tingling my toes.
Now, are they doing anything like myofascial release or trigger point? Do you know? They're doing any type of along with the manipulation. You know what that is? The muscle. Because remember, when you're traumatized, the muscle is actually tight. It's very tight, and therefore it's traumatized. It remembers that accident, especially if it was something like a whiplash. And with that, we got to release the trauma from that. So what you really want to do, are you using any heat also with that, or just
yeah, they gave me heat as well, like everything as well.
Okay. Yeah, so that's really where we're trying to relieve that. Now, are you able to walk around okay right now, or are you taking your time walking around?
Yeah, I could walk around. I just can't do basically. I'm used to being a person that's very, active, and I'm moving very slow because like the pain is like, it's annoying to be honest with you. I can't sit for too long. I can't stand for too long.
Yeah. I would definitely venture out into look at other levels of treatment. Inversion tables do well also. So you have, what inversion tables are?
No.
Inversion.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, you can go right online and see the inversion tables that can help you to take the relief off of that.
Is that when they actually put you on, like, because I know they put me on the bed. They told me to like lie down, and then they stretched the bed, and then they started like have this tool where they lower it and keep lowering it, and then it's like pulling. Is that it?
Well, that's a different one. This one, this inversion, it flips you up just a little bit. Doesn't have to go all the way over. Usually, I've always known about 42 degrees, something like that. Take the pressure off of there. This is definitely a Dr. Lenny on this one. I don't know if Doc is in here. Is Doc in here? Did he come in?
I think he's back in the back somewhere. We have stepped away, but I did see him.
If he can get
there he is. He's there.
Acupuncture is good for that too.
Oh, I didn't know you were in here, Dr. Eloise.
Yeah, it's definitely that. And I've dealt with a number of people with that. So you have to be healed on the mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical level, because you're dealing with a lot right there. All of that trauma has hit your mind, it's hit your emotions, and it's also hit you physically.
Yeah.
So I would use heat. I would also, put needles in certain places. Acupuncture is really good for getting rid of headaches, even migraines.
Yeah.
So,
and Talia, I would highly recommend acupuncture on this one. Yeah. And with that, inversion tables and all those therapies, utilize all of that. Because there's maybe one that works better than others, but utilize all those things to help you. And I wish you the best. Okay.
If you need to come start taking for the pain though, like because they're trying to give me the epidural shot. I really don't.
Yeah, that's why I say I would say definitely try to set up a phone consultation. I can talk to you and we can talk about some things. I would have more questions. I would have to go in detail with you. Okay.
Okay.
Doc, I'm up here, but
hey Doc, what's up, buddy?
Dr. Lenny's there.
What's happening? Definitely acupuncture. I think would be a great thing to try. And if you'd like to send me over her MRI, I'd be happy to take a look. And if she has any X-rays, same thing. Take a look, and if needs another recommendation, happy to try and find somebody for her.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Lenny.
Yeah. And so acupuncture, inversion tables, have somebody take a look at it. You got to go through, utilize all those resources. Okay. There are some herbs that can help you also. But I would definitely want to take a look and see where you are. Okay. You know,
All right,
keep
thank you
yourself
so much.
alkalized, keep your house. You know, I wish you the best, and I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that we did miss you for a while, and I
Yeah,
didn't know
because
who you were.
I was going through some mental issues.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. So we're praying for you, girl. All right, we're praying for you. Hey, family, let's put it all together. Let's come off mute.
Tell you, reach out to us. That's what family's all
surround
about.
you. We're gonna give you
Great.
some
God
God,
bless.
some blessing. We're
Yes,
praying
yes,
for you.
yes.
God bless you, sis. I say.
Praying for you.
Yeah,
And
Yes,
so it
don't
is.
suffer in silence.
yes, yes.
God's
Dr.
got you.
Hey, Dr.
God's
Paul.
got you, because
Hey,
you're in the
Dr.
right
Paul.
path. You're on the right path.
Thank you,
Yeah, I
everyone.
just wanted to show her my inversion table here.
Oh
What it
yeah,
looks
that'd be great. That'd be great. There you go. There you go.
See right there, Karen? You
boy,
see
he's
that?
spot on.
Thanks,
He's
Karen.
Yeah.
on.
Hi, that's inversion table. So
So, yeah, go ahead and talk to her again. Say it again so you can go on. Everybody
Thank you,
go on
Karen.
mute so you're not so you don't make this, knock the screen down. Go ahead. Go ahead, Karen.
no, I'm just showing her my inversion table. I haven't used mine in a while, but you see how it goes, swings like that.
Oh
And like
yeah.
Dr. Paul said, you can go with any angle that you choose to. You can go full 190, full 90, which I never do. I go about 45 degrees and that helps me. So I just wanted to show her what the table looked like. And
Thank
you
you,
can
Karen.
Google it.
That's great,
Thank you,
Karen.
Karen. That's great, man. Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Karen. I
buddy.
appreciate
Thank you
you.
so much. Yeah. So
Hey, you're welcome.
Dahlia, that may be something that you want to look into also. That does show a lot of relief. And you said you're at 45 degrees. You said you're at 45 degrees about.
Yeah.
Who's that, me?
Yeah, that was for you, Karen.
Oh yeah, I do 45. I'm not doing 90 because it's all of my. Although
Might
it's
not
very
can't get
sturdy.
back up.
Karen said he knocks down on his head.
Yeah, exactly. And the one I would recommend, you'll find quite a few of them out there, but the one I recommend, which I know is sturdy, is called Teeter Hang-Ups. T-E-E-T-R.
Karen, can you put that in the chat, Karen?
Yes, I'll do that. Teeter
All right.
Hang-Ups.
Excellent. Excellent.
If he puts that in the chat, then just order and you make sure that you request a chat from tonight, and that way you can get access to all that information.
Man, I'm so glad I showed up this evening, man. I'm learning some stuff tonight, y'all.
Yes,
Y'all gotta
yes, sir.
man, this is great stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes,
people
sir.
are really getting some good
Dr. Paul,
stuff.
can I make a recommendation for a cheap man's inversion in case,
Sure.
while she's waiting
Sure,
for one?
Claudia, go ahead.
Because some people don't have space for one. Take an ironing board. An ironing board, and put the foot of one end of the ironing board up high enough to give you some elevation, and then lay on the ironing board. It's going to do the same thing.
Okay, that's interesting, Corinda. That's a good one. You make sure you got a good ironing board.
Yeah.
Dr. Paul.
Yeah,
put it on
the floor. Dr. Paul, I have another knockoff for that inversion table. It's a 0 to 90 degree lawn chair, and it you put your feet out, and it costs about $69 to $99 while she's waiting to get that. It works good,
and it will put you right to sleep, because I have
Remember this as
awesome, man. I love
good stuff.
You knocked out. Say, you ain't thinking about no pain if you sleep. Yeah, that's right. I got y'all.
Oh,
all right,
boy.
good stuff, y'all. Good stuff. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate you, brother. That's
You're
a
welcome.
great spot on it, man.
all right.
Okay, who do we have there,
Oh,
BB?
what's Celia up in the corner? Celia? Just
Hi.
crocheting.
Hey, Celia, what you doing over there? Knitting?
She's
What you doing?
she's making sweaters for us, Dr. P.
crocheting.
She crocheting over there. What you making, a sweater?
No, I just like to crochet, and then I take it apart and do it all over again.
Boy,
Take
bless
it apart. You better make a blanket. It's gonna be cold.
My blanket is upstairs, but I just do this for like relaxation, I guess.
you. Go, girl. That's what's up. Well,
Okay.
Dr. Paul and I will send our sizes to you. How about that?
I know, right? Me too.
All right.
Cecilia, go
What's
ahead.
going on, Cecilia? What's going on, Cecilia?
So I've got 3 questions, one for me and 2 for other people. But
Okay.
I'm gonna start with
where these other people at? Where are they? Where are they? They
I
can't
wish
get
I
here?
knew. I guess they're
Okay.
gonna watch the replay.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. This colloidal silver stuff.
Colloidal silver.
I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out what it's good for, because every time I look it up, it says not FDA approved for eternal use.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
you're gonna get that.
Mhm.
Okay,
Praise
colloidal
FDA,
silver
avoid it.
is taking the science of silver. Okay, and colloidal silver is basically they're taking the ions of silver and putting them in liquid form, so that literally silver is very ionized, which is negatively charged. Did you know that even in the ancient times, the ancient Roman soldiers used to take silver coins and put it in the bottom of milk barrels, and it would keep the milk from spoiling? So that's what their concept is. Colloidal silver is just an alkalizer. It's used as a spray, a liquid. You can put it on burns, cuts, anything that's in the body that's basically going to, in the state of acidity, it alkalizes. So some people may use it. A lot of daycare centers use colloidal silver. A lot of people for voice. If you're someone that sings, a lot of singers use colloidal silver. They have a mist spray for your nose and also for your throat. So it's a lot of many uses for it, but the key thing that you want to remember is always back to that pH. I keep telling y'all, it alkalizes the system. Got it? So that means that
it's safe for me to spray in my mouth.
Yeah. So here's one of the things that people don't know. Y'all remember that flesh-eating bacteria?
Yes.
You know, when people say that, you know, people have had scrapes or something and it turns into infection, and then next thing you know, they have flesh-eating bacteria. When they say they didn't have anything for it, colloidal silver will do it. That's the one right there. That's the one. Not to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent disease, just food for the soul. That's a good one.
Okay,
So it's got
can
a lot of use.
Can I take it like 3 times a day, or is that too much?
Well, take it always as recommended. Follow the directions based
three
on whatever
sprays.
product. No, yeah, make sure. Wait a minute. That's a very important point. Whenever you have anything, never take anybody's suggestion. Always follow the bottle.
directions.
Follow directions first, because that product is designed based on what's on there. Then if someone assesses you and they determine that you may need more, then they can instruct you further. But
There you
always default to the bottle. Always. That's with any herb and anything. You try to stay on point with that. Okay. Good stuff.
My second question was about cancer and chemo. Now, if somebody is already doing chemo, can the soursop still help them, or is it?
Yeah, but they got multiple things they're doing. They're splitting the fence. You know, when they come off of the chemo, it depends on how many rounds of chemo they're doing. Remember, when they've made that option, they've already made their choice. Got it? You know, chemo doesn't do anything. It just destroys everything.
Right.
You know, so really, when they come off of the treatments and things that they've done, we have to now bring you back to alkaline and also pull out the chemo at the same time. So we got a double job now. And at that same time, we got to teach you how to eat. We got to make sure your water's right. But wait a minute, you should have been doing that to begin with. You got it? So that's why we got to go back to fundamental basics. Things like when you're dealing with after chemo effects, you know, things like sea vegetables always tend to help better because they can chelate to pull things out of you, raise levels of glutathione. You know, glutathione is good. Also, alpha lipoic acid. Those are all the things that. Now, some people will do also IV therapy. Okay, IV therapy sometimes works well, very well also. So they'll do like an IV therapy cocktail of those things like I just mentioned. Sometimes it's vitamin C, non-ascorbic acid, alpha lipoic acid. It'll take something like, you know, the glutathione. They'll do a combination of things specifically for what you need to do to pull it out of you. Okay, so it's a lot of questions with that. People can turn it around, but it takes discipline. They need instructions also and guidance. Yeah.
Right. Okay, my last thing is I was trying to explain to somebody why corn isn't good for you.
Everything.
Everything.
Come on, Celia. I'm gonna get you.
I don't think I was doing a good job because I was telling him
First off, I would tell everybody that's on here right now to write this down. There's a documentary called King Corn.
King Corn. Yes, Lord.
Write that down. If you can go on, usually you may be able to find it on YouTube or one of the sites out there. Just Google it and then see if you can see it. Or even sometimes you'll get little snippets. King Corn. That's one I did last year. I did a whole documentary piece on. Remember, I did a whole show on that Big B. We did a whole that. Corn in your hair.
Yes.
Corn.
Lash sensational sky high mascara.
Corn in your hair, which means.
And I was upset.
Yes.
I was too.
Corn in your hair. You're finding corn in your hair. So remember, corn is the most genetically modified of all. Number one. That's number one. Number two, it is by far the very thing that will not break down in your gut.
Right.
It will not. It is undigestible. It will not go nowhere. When people start cleansing for the first time, it's funny because I'll always get that first call. That first call say, Doc, I've been doing the detox for a couple of weeks now, and just got a question. It's like, what's the question? I'm starting to see some corn in my food. And I said, and they said, but I said, well, what's the problem? Well, I haven't had corn in years.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, it's been up there for years.
My.
Well, no popcorn? No popcorn?
It's corn.
Well,
Corn.
It's corn.
Corn is corn.
corn. Pop the nut.
My name is May. I'm new on this. This is my first time.
Yes, May.
I have always had an allergy to corn and corn derivatives, and you have to watch your lotions, your shampoos, your oils, your mouthwash. There's so much corn and corn derivatives out there.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes.
I can't use any of those things. I mean, my body right away says no. So you really need to watch that because they're putting that in
everything.
Cleaning
corn. And May,
everything.
May, they're finding corn in your hair.
Yeah.
When they analyze people's hair, we have so much corn. And that's corn. Yeah. High fructose corn syrup is in all of the drinks and all the candies and all of the everything.
You have to be careful too because
cornrows.
I bought some hats. They're making clothes out of corn.
Yes.
Yes.
Out of corn. They're making. If I didn't have such a strong allergy to corn and corn derivatives, I would never know it. But you have to be very careful.
Yeah. Thank you, May. I appreciate that so much because that's spot on. That is so on point. Let's give May a hand. First time joining.
So very true.
May.
Thank you, May.
Hey, May.
Thank you for that information, May.
Great job, man. Thank you for the information.
That's right. That's exactly.
And you know what? See, when you go by the fields, you know how you fly by the fields like you're out in the country somewhere?
Yeah, buddy.
And you see all those cornfields. You know those cornfields? Well, guess what? That ain't for eating.
That's right.
That's not for eating. That's for the cows.
Yeah.
That's actually there's either it's either for animals or it is for gasoline. Ethanol.
Yes.
Those are the two that you're getting. That's very rare. You want to see the real corn that we're eating. And that's what this stuff is. And it's genetically modified.
Yes.
And we have to be careful because if something is not totally grass-fed, your meat has corn in it.
Yeah.
Yep, because that's what they're doing. See, they're feeding the cows. They're feeding the cows the genetically modified corn.
Yes.
So that's when the corn now it's in your state. It's in your
got milk.
It's in,
Yep,
Yep,
it's in the
cornmeal.
milk. It's everywhere.
it's everywhere.
So that's
Yeah.
why you got to be careful. And yes, it is. When they actually are, for example, they synthesize. Do you know they also synthesize ascorbic acid? So
Yes.
ascorbic acid, when you look at vitamin C, if you're taking a vitamin C and it says ascorbic acid, that's a synthesized version of ascorbic acid from corn. That's not from vitamin C like fruit. People think that's fruit. No, that's actually not fruit. That shouldn't be called orange juice that you're drinking. That should be called
The corn juice.
That's what it should be called.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
my.
How you gonna have
So-
Thanksgiving without cornbread?
So Dr. Paul,
Wait a minute, what about grits? Grits. One time we had talked about that, grits.
Yeah, grits. Yeah, if you're gonna get grits, of course,
Get
the
the
yellow
yellow.
grits.
Get the
Yellow
yellow
would
grits.
be the better
Yellow
grits.
grits.
Yeah, if you do. But remember, also watch out, family, for lectin issues.
Yes.
With any types of
Absolutely.
grains.
Yes.
Lectin issues are a major problem. People are not digestion. People are not assimilating your nutrients. So definitely watch the lectins. You may have a lectin issue with one thing, but not another. So you have to be very, very careful with that. And just understand that that's the brain sending the body saying, hey, go ahead and eat. You better eat. And your body saying, well, I did send something down there. You didn't get it? It's a communication issue.
Yes.
So lectins are
Oh, I
the
got
protective.
One more
All right, go
thing.
ahead. Okay, Cecilia.
Okay,
I'm
Celia.
sorry, Cecilia. We rolling over here. Go
I
ahead.
know, I
I'm sorry,
know.
Cecilia. Go ahead.
But okay, just to say, I did stop buying corn and eating corn as much, but I do still eat this popcorn right here.
Boom, chicken pop.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Yes, yes, yes.
It says non-GMO. It says non-GMO on the thing.
Popcorn.
Okay.
And 100% vegan.
Okay. All
I mean,
right.
whole grain vegan. Yeah.
So what kind of oil is on there? Does it say any oil on there?
I was going to ask that.
I can't see all that. Wait a minute.
Where your glasses?
Right here.
Where your glasses at?
It says saturated fat.
No, the ingredients, the ingredients.
Saturated.
You don't see on there any oils? Look right down with ingredients. Where's the ingredients?
Ingredient.
Ingredients: popcorn, non-GMO, sunflower oil, and non-GMO canola oil.
No.
Messed up there.
Boom, boom, boom. Nothing non-GMO about that.
You know that's a lie. How can you be non-GMO when it's a synthetic to begin with? How is that possible? This is how they're getting away with it. Let me tell you. I think that is the number one kept secret in the food industry right now. Because if they start pulling out and recognizing that canola oil is a synthetic from the rapeseed and it's a GMO, guess what? Everybody is done because everybody's using it. It's
because
everywhere.
it's in everything.
It's everywhere. It gumps up the liver and it will absolutely put you on a statin. So leave it alone. Nothing with canola. Now the sunflower, they were doing good right there. The sunflower was good. So they just messed it up. They just mess it up right at the end. You sitting in the store going, oh.
My heart is broke. My heart is broken in half right now.
Broken in half. But I bet you that bag gonna be gone though. I bet.
It's prayer time.
It's prayer time.
They have something called hippies, and that doesn't have any canola oil in it. It's like a what do we said to have a cheese curdle, but it's plant-based and it's hippies. Hippies is good and it doesn't have canola oil.
Okay. Now, just one last thing about two things that can block up your gut. Okay. Be careful. Be very, very careful. And it's a combination. You know how we talk about food combinations. And when you're doing food combinations, there's one that we see all the time that blocks up the colon more than anything. Guess what that is?
Cheese.
Popcorn and nuts at the same time. Popcorn and nuts at the same time. Yep.
Wow.
Popcorn and nuts, because they basically are they're very dry, dehydrated.
All right.
And when when that gets in the gut, it can block your colon. So be very careful. It gets and starts to expand. So the nuts, along with the actual popcorn, the way they act and react can expand in the colon and can get locked in areas. So if you're not careful, that can cause a blocked colon. Be careful.
Wow.
That's like that fiddle faddle. Y'all remember
Yeah.
the fiddle faddle and all that other stuff?
Oh, yeah. They used to be so
Cracker
good.
Jacks.
Yeah, I had this young boy that came in one time. He was traveling, and literally he was in the back of the bus just eating fiddle faddle. He went to like one of these things. You know how they go and they got these big giant tubs of like fiddle faddle? Well, he was back there just going to town. Do you know they had to get him off the bus? This is a young man. They had to get him off the bus because he had a blocked colon. They had to rush him to the hospital and pump his stomach out. Because that stuff blocks the gut. Got it? So be very, very careful with those things, y'all. Be
He
careful.
wasn't drinking his green drink.
You got that right, Clarence. Or water, right? No water,
no water more than anything else.
So be careful. All right.
Okay.
Cecilia,
All right.
Thank you,
All right,
Cecilia.
Cecilia. All right, Nita, you there?
What about nuts alone? What about nuts alone?
Nuts alone is fine. Yeah, nuts. I mean, you have there's certain nuts that are more acidic than others. So you got if I were to give you the nuts that were more alkaline, who's that? I can make sure.
That's Bev.
Okay.
Can you mute yourself, Beverly? Okay, thank you. There we go.
Thank you. If you look at the acid alkaline food chart, you got the good ones would be cashews, almonds, and these of course as raw as you can without salt. If you got to put salt, add Himalayan salt. Got it? You also have pumpkin seeds. You have chestnuts, things like that. Those are on the alkaline side. The ones that you got to watch out for, Brazil nuts. You got to watch out for walnuts, pecans, hazelnuts. Those are the ones that fall on the acidic side. Now, what we do is we do a mixture. That's why they mix nuts. So you want to do always 4 to 1 if you can. For every four alkaline, you can do 1 acid. Got it? 4 to 1.
Okay.
So if you're doing that combination, that's why they mix nuts. That's why you got mixed nuts. You can't sit around and eat walnuts all day. You're gonna flare up if you got arthritis. Got it? Or pecans. Don't sit around eating pecans all day. They're good proteins for other things. You know, because remember, Doctor in the Sickness says, what does it look like? What does a pecan look like? What does a walnut look like? Looks like what?
Brains.
When you open it up, looks like the brain. So it's very good for the brain. Yep, green for the brain. But you don't need a whole lot of that. You don't need a whole lot of nuts. They're packed with energy. So you don't need to sit there all day. And you know how we get into it. We watching TV, and next thing you know, we done went through a whole
That's so very true.
That's pistachios.
Now pistachios are good. Those are good. Now here's the other one that I want to keep you aware of. Watch out for roasted nuts.
Yeah.
Got it? Watch out for roasted. Do you know what they roast them in? They roast them in canola oil.
My word.
If it's dry roasted?
Now, dry roasted would be your better. Right. That would be better, or raw. Got it? So they're more nutritious if you just don't put no heat to them and you just eat them raw. But if you dry roast them, you're going to lose a little nutrients, of course, because you're heating them. Got it? But, so raw is always going to be better. Always, you can add the Himalayan salts to them, things like that. Got it? But yeah, it's a whole thing going on with, watch the colon, watch the, especially if you've been diagnosed with something like diverticulitis or something like that, you can't have those things like nuts because the particulates get caught in those pockets. And can cause a problem. So be careful. All right.
So it's been negative for me with both of them, with the nuts and the popcorn.
See, Debbie?
Yeah. Remember I told you I'm always jonesing for popcorn?
Yep, I remember.
Debbie, when you get those moments, just give me a call. We just pray.
Yeah, let's pray. That's all we can do is just pray. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard when you're Jones. I get that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see who else we have here. Is that
Okay,
Nisa?
Nita's right up there. Hmm?
Hey,
Yeah, Grand
Nisa.
Risings. Grand Risings, everybody.
Grand Risings.
First of all, just don't forget, and I know Dr. Paul, you mentioned it on your show Saturday, I believe, and Sunday. It is open enrollment.
Yes,
And
yes.
if
Thank you,
anyone
Nisa.
has
Thank you,
any
Nisa.
questions, you can contact me and I can just explain certain things because it's always, this insurance is very confusing. So that's one thing, and I'll put my number in the chat and email again.
And Nisa, while we're on that point, can you just mention your number for those that are all calling in by phone
that's
or
right.
listening to you or at work? Because some people are listening at work and they can't actually get on.
Right.
But
My
listening.
number
Yes, Max Chantel is one of those. She says, I'm at work, so please.
Yeah. Okay, so give that number.
My
out for
number
us.
is 267-970-0342. My email is my first name, the whole name, HARN as in Nancy, IT as in Tom, HAA at AOL.com.
Excellent.
And I will
Excellent.
put that in.
And he also put it in the chat, Hernita.
Yeah, I will.
Okay,
The
very
other
good.
thing, I
Go
have
ahead.
some information for you. Not to recommend, promote, or market, just information for the soul.
Well, hallelujah.
There you go.
You
That's,
go, girl.
that's
I
Anita
can't
way
take
she
it.
said it. She said it the way she gonna say it. Go ahead, Nita.
Yeah, but I was looking for a primary physician, and anyone who is looking for a physician, you know, you really have to do research. You have to ask questions, and don't let them put anything on you. You know, research it. If you have an advocate, do that. But I was looking for a primary. I went to one. For the first time, but he didn't do the things that I should have done, so I'm not going back. You know, I look out for certain things that I know they need to do because I am a diabetic. So I did find someone that I'm pretty well, I think I'm going to stick with them. And they only see seniors.
Oh, well, go ahead now. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know, some of you may have heard of them. And they've been around for a while, but I just noticed them being back in Philadelphia. Oak Street.
Yeah.
You see their green cars around because they provide their own transportation.
All right now.
Oak Tree, you mean Oak Tree?
No, Oak Street.
Oak Street.
Okay, Oak Street.
Yeah, OAK and Street. And they're all around the city in different areas. But but the other thing, I went and visited them on Monday for my first visit, and they, you know, told me about the facility. They gear to the community. That's what I like too. They have different activities. Monthly, they have activities every day for seniors. You don't even have to be a member of a patient of Oak Street. They told me I said, oh, I can't make these activities because they're like 11 o'clock in the morning and I work. But they said, well, if you know anybody in the community who wants to come in and join, they can. Because we gear
that's great. That's great to know.
To the seniors.
Yes.
But just like anything, when I saw the physician, I got who I wanted. I was looking for African-American female, so I got one. And I know she asked me questions. So she's going through my record. You're diabetic. Do you take a statin? I said, no, I don't. You know, we get the flu shot. You want the flu shot? I don't do vaccines. And I was waiting to see if I got any pushback, but I didn't. You know, I don't take statins. I don't. Every doctor I've had, and my doctor I had for many years, he know I don't take statins, and he doesn't even bother. You know, and she asked me why, but I gave her my reason. I said, you're taking a statin. A statin is your anti-cholesterol medication. Your liver, I told you, your liver makes cholesterol. Why would I want to take something to keep it from making cholesterol? I need cholesterol.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And I told her, I just watched the oils I use.
There you go. That's it.
When was the last time you used it?
Huh? Last time you used what?
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. She talking to someone else.
Okay.
So, but you still have to ask questions, even looking for a physician. And if you need to have someone as an advocate who knows what to take someone with you to do that. Going back talking about the nuts, and it just made me think when you were talking about that, you really got to watch, because I've been seeing an increase, because I'm seeing patients that are having a lot of problems with diverticulitis, and they're having obstruction. And I'm seeing the increase of colostomies come about, because I am an ostomy nurse as well. And I said, wow, this is what's going on. And this is what you're eating. The last thing, I just want to recommend the young lady who called in about chemo. What I did was, after I had my last chemo treatment back in 1995, I went and got IV chelation done to get it out of my system.
Yeah, you got IV therapy. Yep, that's a great
right.
chelation.
Chelation therapy, I sure did.
Yep, you did EDTA or you did an IV special concoction. Which one did you do?
I did IV special collection. Yeah, I did it a few times. Yeah, to get it out of my system.
Yeah, it works very good.
It sure does.
Works very well. And sometimes you got to get aggressive like that, because sometimes the quicker way of doing it is IV therapy. There's a lot of places that are popping up everywhere. So if you're someone that's listening, all you got to do is just Google closest IV therapy to me, and it'll pop up everywhere. It's everywhere. A lot of people are jumping on board with this. You know, a lot of the entertainers and stars have been doing this for a long time. Been doing
a while.
They were getting IV therapy with vitamin C.
Yes,
they've been doing glutathione. They've been doing this stuff for a long time, and a lot of people are just now catching on. But yes, it's very
well. George Burns and Bob Hope received IV therapy for years.
For years,
years. They sure did for years.
Yeah, that's right. All right, thank you, Neetha. Hey, let's come off the mute for Neetha. Always.
Yeah. That's what's happened. Need to always keep us on our toes, guys.
Thanks for the
always great to have family like that. No doubt about that.
And definitely, that is the family's tree, medical, Medicare, Medicaid connection right there. She knows all that's going on with what's happening over there, y'all. A lot of changes. So please understand and go with someone that knows what's going on and the changes to look out for you. So give me a call.
And guys, again, let me say this: make sure you request this chat, because the date is what I think December 7th is the last day, Neetha. So guys, you want to make sure, if you want to talk to her information, it's going to be in the chat. Okay. And you listen, just send an email to me. That's meccavideo@gmail.com. Again, that's meccavideo@gmail.com to get the tonight's chat. Okay.
All right.
Before we go to Haraya, we got one question that will come back to you. From Margaret. Dr. Paul, can you speak on a condition called silent aspiration? Doctor says it's caused by the weakening of the middle constrictor muscles in throat that controls swallowing, and food or liquid go down to the windpipe instead of your esophagus.
Yep, I'm talking about acid. Yep, acid. That's what you got. You know what? I would also go another step forward. Make sure there's no structural issues. Remember, C1 through C7, and Doc can probably talk about this too. You got to make sure there's still no structural issues. Sometimes you'll notice people's heads moving forward, ear in line with the shoulder. They're moving forward, and that can cause a lot of issues with those muscles in that area. Acid. You got to get back to an alkaline state. I can't say it anymore. More frequent than that you got to get your alkalinity up. Whenever you're having these issues, when it causes inflammation, inflammation in the body, anywhere, is a state of acidosis. Got it? That's the thing that corrects all the issues. But I would look, in this case, for structural to make sure there's no structural issues. Got it? So definitely, I would say get an assessment, get someone that can help you with that. Like we talk about, we got acupuncture that can help with that. We got Dr. Lenny, we got some herbs, we got a lot of things, but get assessed properly. Okay.
Okay,
right.
Dr. P. Haraya, up in the corner. You ready?
Haraya.
Peace.
Yes, yes.
How are you? How's everybody doing?
We're doing great.
All right.
Yeah, first of all, I got the Thieves oil. Now, am I correct? You cannot internalize that, right?
No, that's not true.
No.
Well, it depends on which one that you buy. You bought it already put together?
Yeah, I went down to see Tony Moore and got a bottle from him.
Okay, so if you've gotten it already with the one that has Thieves oil on it, on the bottle?
Yeah, and it has all like 5 or 6, the cloves, the eucalyptus, and I forget the other things. I've been putting it on my chest and on the bottom of my feet.
Right,
but I wanted to know if I could internalize it.
Yeah, follow me though. This is what I'm saying. Did you buy the one that was from the store that they have the brand name Thieves oil, or did he make it himself?
I think he may have made it himself because it doesn't have a brand on it.
Right, so that's good. Those are good. See, the one that actually is in the stores, that one actually has a label on there not to take internally. Right?
Oh.
That's what it says. But if you make it yourself, you can customize it in a way that you can receive it. See, they may have put something else in that version.
Yeah.
And that's why you just got to know what you're doing. So look at the label on there. If it says not to ingest, then you don't want to ingest. Got it? That's the one that's the brand name one. See, there's a brand name out there, and then people are making their own versions. So
now, if I ingest it, how would you suggest taking it?
Well, you have sprays. We put it as a spray. It's in a spray bottle. Okay, you make it as a spray. You put it in. You know how to make it, right?
No, I brought it already made, but it's not a spray bottle.
Okay. What is it in? It's just like a regular.
It's a little glass bottle of oil.
Okay, is it oil or mostly liquid base? Because there may be 2 versions that you're looking at. I would have to take a look at that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't talked to Tony in a while, but remember, we make one. We take it starting with about 2 ounces of good water.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would take the drops. I gave y'all the formula for the drops, right?
And you get the drops also on Dr. Paul's website. You can download it.
You can go right on the website and download it and make your own.
There's a picture, Dr. Paul.
Yeah, there you go.
There's right there. Yeah.
Right there, Haraya.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay.
Now, if it's the oil, now some people may have their different versions where they don't have as much in it. I don't know what Tony. I haven't talked to Tony in a while. I got to get with him. Tell him, give him a shout out for me. Tell him I'll come around and see him.
Okay. Okay.
But definitely, it's probably the right one, and I believe Tony probably has it. Let me see yours. Where's yours? Let me see it. You got it?
I'm not getting up, walking across the floor.
Girl,
let us pray. All right.
But look,
you know you're supposed to have it. You asked a question about it. You're supposed to have it as a demonstration.
Right close by. But that's all right.
I'm packed in here. With these flowers. I can't move.
Oh, I got you.
That's all right. Okay.
That's all right. We gonna let that pass this time. Well, next time, bring it through. All right.
All right. But Dr. Paul.
I get one last question. Does it, when it pours, does it pour thick or does it like a liquid?
It pours like an oil.
Okay, so that's oil base. Yes, that's oil base. So that's just for rubbing on the skin. That's what that's for. Yep.
Okay. I put it in my diffuser, and like I said, I put it on my chest and on the bottom of my feet. I mix it in an olive oil before I put it on my chest and my feet.
Yeah, you don't want to be taking that one internally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because remember, whenever you have oils, that's the highest concentration of the herb. Got it? So if you're not careful, that's too much. See, that's why the one that Karam just showed you, that has water with it. Got it? So that's taking the oil with the water. When you shake it, it becomes a mist. Got it? And that's what people are spraying in their masks. They're spraying on their, like shopping carts. If you're out or if you're at the gym, you're spraying, like the workout equipment or whatever. That's what we use that for. So
the aroma is beautiful. But
isn't it wonderful? It's wonderful. Yeah.
I wanted to say this, Dr. Paul. First of all, I just really sincerely appreciate you because you got me on a roll. I'm waking up in the morning, I'm doing pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and maybe some strawberries or blueberries. And that'll be like my breakfast, you know, along with my green drink, you know. And you're right when you say other green drinks taste terrible. Yours, you know, I can just drink with just water, you know. And but the thing about it, something is going around. I know everybody knows it. Something is going around. And again, it tried to get me. And it's like I can read my body now, you know, like it got me and then it came back again, you know, like it was like back to back, but I wasn't down. I wasn't like in the bed with fever or this, that, and the other. I had a lot of coughing, a lot of mucus, but I'm just elated because I knocked this thing out, you know, and I haven't been down. I haven't been, you know, like totally down. Even with the cough, it didn't take me down, you know. Wow. And I know that my system is getting better, you know. Yes. One other thing that I wanted to say, my energy though, my energy is still rather low. Now, things are flowing good internally, you know. I'm up to 2 movements a day, which I love that. I mean, full movements, you know, not any little teeny bit, you know. And like I said, I'm starting off the morning. I might go off the track the middle of the day, you know, and eat, you know. But in the morning, I'm starting off good, breaking the fast from overnight. Okay. But I still get a lot of dry mouth at night, and I still have low energy.
Okay, so you're talking about the liver. You know, we want to try to, again, we're talking about assimilation. Okay, assimilation, how you're assimilating the nutrients. Watch out for things that are thick, creamy, or pour slow. Watch those 3. Got it? See, that blocks the villi out of the villi in the gut. So now you can't assimilate. So now the body can't give you the energy that you're desiring to get. So that means more greens. Got it? Number 1, but also watch out for those 3 things: thick, creamy, or things that pour slow. So watch the syrups, right?
I don't do any syrup.
Okay, no agave or honey.
None of that.
Okay, good. Watch the dairy.
No dairy, no dairy.
No cheese, right?
I do a vegan cheese.
Okay, so what about things like any plant-based milks or anything?
I have my ice cream sandwiches that have coconut milk in it. You know, they're made from coconut milk. But yeah, I don't do any dairy except butter. I love butter.
High fat. High fat.
And the other thing is that I do, you know, I can't get rid of everything at once. So I still do the popcorn because I have nervous eating. You know, I just eat. Now that's the one thing I noticed, my appetite has increased. I can't stop eating.
Right. Okay, so
but I'm eating healthy things. Like I'll have the pumpkin seeds laying around, or the sunflower seeds, you know, almonds, you know.
Now, here's what I would recommend. And just, you know, just in general, of course, we haven't sat down with you to go over your numbers, but it still sounds like an assimilation issue. And it still sounds like assimilation. So what you want to do is start to now, that means go to something that'll help you get the gut lining in order. Things like aloe vera gel. I would start with the aloe vera gel. And then try to do it 30 minutes before you eat. Not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul. Got it? 30 minutes before you eat on an empty stomach, before you do anything. That means including water. No water, just basically 30 minutes before. Let it coat the lining of the esophagus all the way down, so that now you start to get that 30 minutes later, then you can do your water, your green drink, you can eat your breakfast, things like that. But I think that you need to address the assimilation factor. I'm going to tell you that because majority of people that are coming through right now are just not assimilating the nutrients. So therefore, they're tired all the time. You know, when you eat, and the next thing you know, you eat and you say, I'm still hungry. I felt like I didn't eat anything. And then you got to keep eating. But then that's going to affect your energy, because if you can't get in, you're always going to be up and down. So I would definitely say, keep that in mind. Please make sure that you you work on that aloe vera gel. That's a great one for you. Okay.
Okay.
30 minutes before you eat, though. And it can be with or without pulp. Okay. With or without pulp. Now you do, in some cases, you got to maybe go with an original aloe vera plant, because some of them do have carrageenan in them. Okay. So carrageenan is a thickener. But I would just say right now, that would be something I would start with. Now, you can also try an herb. There's an herb that you can do. There's 2 herbs you can try. Got it? Write this. If you want to write this down, you got a pen and pads, Mariah. You sit there,
I got you.
You got it.
I got you. I'm listening.
Okay, you got the herbs. You got that mind sharp, right?
I do the moringa in the morning. I eat a clove of garlic, and then after I eat some food, I do moringa.
Right, but here's
morning.
what I'm saying though. This is we're treating just the gut right now. Guys,
okay,
just the gut. So along with the aloe vera gel, if you don't have the aloe vera gel, remember we're trying to isolate just to work on this gut before you start to eat. So things like slippery elm, that's another herb. It's called slippery elm. Got it? Or another one would be papaya. Got it? Just raw papaya. Okay, raw papaya. Okay, papaya is excellent for parasites, but it's also very good for moving the digestive system.
Okay.
Also, one more, raw cabbage juice. Raw cabbage juice. So you can just grab some cabbage, juice it down, and then basically drink that. It doesn't have to be a lot. It can be like a half. It could be 4 ounces to 8 ounces, like a cup.
Okay.
Got it?
Red cabbage?
You can be red. Red is possible. Yep. Red actually has, if it's red, it actually has an additional medicinal thing. It's called the anthocyanins. So anthocyanins are good for eyes. They're good for immune system. It's good for, skin. Anthocyanins are good for hair. It's good for a lot of good things. So, yep. So those are kind of the things that you should be in that family right there of those things that I
got you. Oh God. Well, I thought I had you. I lost my thought.
Okay, that's all right.
Okay.
But just keep that in mind. I think we can, you helped us all right there. Let's give Mariah a hand, y'all.
Indeed. That's what's up, y'all.
Open up.
That's right.
Hey,
you gotta keep it up, Mariah.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, Mariah, yay.
On top of it.
That's right.
Y'all got me on a roll. I appreciate all of
it. All right.
I appreciate that. You got me going.
Well, that's what the family's here for. The family's gonna grab you around all your flowers.
I know that's right. I
we lost Robert Dickerson. I don't know if you know him.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Know Robert Dickerson.
So we're making an arrangement for his homegoing service. Because he was tremendous in the community.
Yes. Dance ensemble was incredible. My wife was a part of that for so many years, and rest in power, Brother Richard. Yes, Richard. Yeah, he was an awesome brother. You knew his brother. He was just the most humblest brother in the world.
Yep.
I mean, he's like, man.
I mean, just full of love. Just full of love.
Yeah.
That's it. Love children. He and his wife just love children.
He and his wife did a great job, man.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Yeah. So thank you for reminding us of that.
You got 850.com. We got 3 more. We got
more.
Yeah, we got 3 more.
Okay.
And so Eunice, is that Eunice? Yes. Eunice Wardell. Eunice, you there?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Family.
Hi.
Hey, Eunice.
I have a question about the silver that she
Colloidal
was talking
silver?
about.
Sure.
Is that the kind you take and it makes you turn silver?
Well, it does. you turn silver, but there was a guy that overdid it.
Overdid it, yes.
And he turned blue. Okay, but that was because he was making his own and he was out of balance. And that's what happened. I think you're talking about the blue man. He came on Oprah a long time ago. Y'all remember that guy? He passed on. Yeah, he got carried away. He got carried away because he was making his own. He was making his own.
Yeah, I remember
He was
that.
making his own. And you don't really, you got to do that balance. That's the scientific thing that has to be done properly. And he did it wrong. Yeah, he was just doing it way too much, and it turned his skin blue. He looked like Papa Smurf.
I was wondering because someone told me it can make you turn silver. I did
Not
see
silver.
him
They
on
told-
Oprah, but I was just curious.
Yeah, no. That's not. See, again, when people get things, what do? They overdo it.
Always.
Yes.
Yes,
Abuse
indeed.
it. You abuse it. You do too much and you do it out of order. Got it? So when it's used properly, it can be very effective. Yeah. All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, Eunice,
thank
you got it. All right, next we've got Gloria Kincaid. Gloria, you there? All right, Gloria, you there? There we
Yeah,
go.
I'm muted. Hear me now?
Yes, we got you. Good. Great.
Oh, very good. Good evening, everyone. Dr. Paul, I know quite often you talk about bioengineered or genetically modified. I found there's something else, and maybe you did touch on it when you were talking about some coding. I think it began with an A or something.
Atrazine.
No. It was some
Appeal.
Appeal. Yeah, appeal.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let me turn my camera on for a second. And it's not appeal. Let's see, can I? Okay. All right. This is a Sunkist. And it's citrus. I happen to get it from Grocery Outlet. But on there, I'm gonna read it said sealed with food grade vegetable wax, beeswax, lac resin, and or wood resin.
Yeah.
And then it says after the wood resin to maintain freshness. Now is that
No,
good?
this is where we gotta. I don't care where it's coming from. They're gonna put something on it to make it stay on the shelf longer to get from one point to the other. So this is where you got to get in there. You got to scrub. You still got to scrub everything, y'all. That's why I say baking soda, aluminum free. That's it.
Okay.
You know, that's my answer to all of those things. You got to scrub it and scrub it well, especially if it's like, something like, what is that you have? What is that? That was oranges. What was that?
Yeah, it was like it had to be oranges.
Now, did that orange have seeds in it, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It said
There's a lot.
organic, and it did have seeds. It didn't have a lot of seeds, but it had seeds.
Yeah, because I'm noticing that the seeds are disappearing all of a sudden.
Oh,
yeah, they are.
And
Yes, sir.
And,
yes, indeed.
And the lemons and the limes, they're just disappearing.
Yes.
Yep. So, keep it, remember, with seeds. We don't want nothing with seed left. Seedless is soulless. Got it? So we got seeds. Got to get them seeds.
I'm sorry, a call came in. Say that again. About
I
the
said
seeds.
make sure it's seeds. With seeds.
Yeah, with seeds.
Okay. With seeds. Nothing seedless. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
Was
just
that
watch it.
dehydrated? Right. Was that dehydrated?
No, this was this. I just held the bag up. It was a bag of oranges.
Oh, okay.
Organic oranges. It was Sunkist, and I happened to get it from a Grocery Outlet, but they probably could sell them someplace else too. Not going by the store. I'm just going by the bag.
You got something real well.
The small print.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's sealed,
that's too much stuff for a fresh fruit.
Yeah,
Supposed to be fresh.
And that's why it's always going to be best if you get it from the farmlands. If you have a co-op that's around you and that's connected to a farmland or somewhere where it's coming from, you risk the chance of not having to spray it because it doesn't have to last to get to the store. You're buying it from the farm. You got it? So that's why it's always good to just get a hold of a good co-op if you know one, and stick to it. So if you're in Jersey, parts of I think parts of Delaware, there's some farmlands down there that can actually do some things. So co-ops are the way you do that. Some of the Amish farmers are coming through, at certain times of the year. So keep in contact with those people and those things, because it's just too much, y'all. They got to do something to keep it on the shelf. And that appeal spray is really dangerous. I saw some insight with the appeal spray that the actual documents are floating on internet now, showing when they registered it a active pesticide. They said it was supposed to be some kind of to help it last longer, and that stuff can absorb through your skin. So to touch your skin, you can't even handle or fondle that. You know how you go in the market, you're gonna pick up something, you're gonna look at it, you're gonna examine it, you're gonna touch it. But you have to wear gloves now. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Gloria.
All right, Gloria.
Okay, thank you. Thank
you.
You.
We have Queen of David. Queen? You there?
Queen of David?
Queen of David?
Yay! Finally.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi, everybody. Okay. So, Dr. Paul, no testing have yet been completed, but if bleeding after menopause, and if there is some type of cancer or whatever, one does not want to take chemo and the other I can't say that. So cleaning the body with all the things that you were speaking of earlier, that's the mindset. Do you agree with that?
That's exactly what we do. So what's happening is, remember, you're flushing the system. So there are specific herbs that we use, but you got to get your circadian rhythm together. That's the main thing. Eating out of cycle is what causes that. Because when it starts to metastasize, moves down 1 inch from the navel, top of the uterus. First signs of where we find fibroid cyst and tumors. So you got to keep it moving. No eating meat in the morning. Got it? Don't eat meat in the morning. If you're going to eat, there's something on my website I have called circadian rhythm. It's called the circadian rhythm cycles. So you gotta master those cycles. There's only 3 cycles. Y'all remember the cycles, right? Everybody in here knows the cycles. So just make sure you're not eating meat in that cycles and get the bowels moving. So there are special formulas. We do have a formula that Dr. Ethel, we put together a formula, and Dr. Ethel usually is the one that administers that. So do you have that? Did you ever reach out to her at all, Dr. Ethel?
No, but I will.
Yeah, Doctor, you have her number, by the way?
You can give it to me again. It's in the notes elsewhere.
Yeah. Okay. So Dr. Ethel Wilson, we have a formula that we use for, we don't cut, rip, or burn nothing out. Got it? So what we do is we shrink them. Got it? To eliminate them. So there's specific herbs that specifically deal with fibroid cyst and tumors. And if there's any bleeding, which may be signs of that, we start to now do the internal, with your water, watch your cycles, stay off the meat. And then with those herbs, we put you in rhythm. Got it? And then also the Dr. Ethel will give you a douching method that is used also with the same herbs. She'll show you how to use that. So it all based on each individual situation, but that's where we start you. Okay. So give her a call.
Dr. Ethel's information was in last week's chat, Dr. Paul.
Oh, okay. Let me give it out for those who may be listening that may be experiencing that. Dr. Ethel's number, and just tell her I sent you, 610 585
Mhm.
0493. Okay.
Okay.
And
you,
give her a call, and she'll have also the fibroid cyst and tumor formula. We have a formula specifically for that. Just to give you an idea, some of those herbs would be like red clover, haldiarco, burdock root, golden seal, poke root. There's a lot of good ones in there. And that combination has been probably one of the most successful ones that I've ever seen. I've seen nothing that compares to it. So give her a call. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, Dr. Paul, we got one more. Let me say before we get Kimberly. If you want a copy of tonight's chat, guys, send me an email to meccavideo@gmail.com. Again, that's meccavideo@gmail.com. And if you want to continue to support the family tree, use my Cash App, guys. That's $ Bill Morgan. That's $ Bill Morgan. If you use a bank, that ID is Dr. Paul at drpaulherb.com. Always send something to the P.O. Box, which is 191 Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. All right, Dr. Paul, here we go. Kimberly, you're there. Absolutely. You're the last one up on the bar.
Good evening, Family Tree, Dr. Paul. And
hey, Kimberly.
I just had my daughter is 19 in the Midwest. She has been diagnosed with dysmenorrhea, and they're recommending that she has either a hysterectomy or birth control. And how do I help her? She has extremely painful periods and heavy bleeding, and she's taking like 800 milligrams of ibuprofen. She's I don't know how to help her. So I was wondering a virtual consultation for someone.
Now, you got a couple of options here today. Everything I just said to the first call that we just said on that one is for you. Got it? So that's Dr. Ethel, that can help with a natural approach to it. Clorinda, you on there? Is Clorinda still on here?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yes, she's still.
Clorinda can actually help you with that process of giving interpretation of what's being presented to her, because that can get really scary. Okay. Yeah. So Clorinda, I think you can speak on that. Maybe you want to give her a number.
I'm gonna put my number in the chat.
Yeah, so you need somebody that can decipher the information that they're coming, because they're gonna come fast and hard when they're young like that.
Yeah.
And they're gonna try to get them moving fast. So you gotta really have questions, because they don't really want you to ask questions when you're young like that. So they want to move fast. So Clorinda, you can help her with that. And like I said, with natural approaches, we do exactly what I just told the other person just before we came to you, that we do with the specific things. We don't rip, burn, or cut nothing out. We don't do nothing like we do natural processes, but we got to get your cycle going, the rhythm. We got to get her going.
Yeah, and, just put my number in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Clorinda, all right. And I would say, do you see that? Clorinda, I'm gonna give your information out. That's Clorinda Burton Shannon, and she's at 615-714-4613. And she can help you with that, okay?
And Clorinda's information is in the chat for those of you
who can
want to send out and get the email, okay? All right, Dr. P, that's it, man. It's 9:04.
All right,
roll, buddy.
And just for everyone who doesn't know, if they wonder, well, who is she? She is an OBGYN.
Yes, she is an OBGYN. Yes, absolutely. So she's
35 years.
Yeah. So you got the perfect one. You on the right call this evening. How about that?
Thanks, Nita.
On the right call. You didn't ran. You know what they used to say? You say you ran into a buzzsaw.
Well, hallelujah.
You done ran into a buzzsaw.
Oh, that's right.
We got you covered.
That's right.
That, we got a buzzsaw love. How about that?
I know that's right. Right.
I want to say thank you, family, for everything, and we're going to just bring it in, Big B. Give them that information one more time, Big B, so that they can be a part of the family tree. Support the family tree, y'all. You know, everything counts, and Big B over there is doing a great job, because he takes these things and he makes it available on YouTube, and he's got them all up and processed and put them on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah.
So we want to give Big B a hand. Let's give him a big hand.
Yeah, you got to make sure you guys have access to all this information. Again, make sure the first thing you do is what? Send me an email. Send an email to mechavideo@gmail.com. Again, that's mechavideo@gmail.com, right? You do want to continue to support the family tree. Use my Cash App, guys. That's $ Bill Morgan, $ BILMORGAN. And if you want to use your bank to support, that's Dr. Paul at drpaulherb.com. Or you could just send something directly to our P.O. Box, and that's P.O. Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Guys, listen, this is the right place to be every Wednesday night. Bring your friends, bring your enemies, bring your frenemies, bring everybody, and come on in to the family tree, because that's what it's all about. Hey, family, we'll see you again next week, if not on the weekends.
Tapping, Dr. Paul, tapping.
Yes, I'm sorry, Marcy. Everyone, I want to say, did you learn anything this evening?
Yes, sir.
Put your hands together for yourself for showing up. Y'all did some great stuff today. Thank you for all those that came in with the questions. We have a better show because of you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So we thank you so much for participating and being a part of this, because we all learn together and we grow together. So God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And remember, if you're breathing,
you gotta shot. There we go. All right.
All right, let's tap it out. I don't do this. Tap it out, tap it out, tap it out, tap it out, tap it out. Come on down, come on down, come on down. And breathe, and breathe, and breathe. Come on down, come on down, come on down. Yeah, I see y'all, I see y'all.
Yeah.
Come on down. Let's go to the left and the right side. Left and the right side.
Yeah.
You know, another one is the tap under here. Tap down. Right under that lip tube. Tap nicely. Not too hard, not too hard. And breathe, and breathe, and breathe. The other side. Go on the other side.
Yeah.
Good.
What it's all about, what it's all about.
On the left arm. Tap, tap, tap.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, tap. All the way up to the hand.
Yeah.
Backside. All the way up to the shoulder. Good.
All right, now.
The upside. Come on down to the hand. Inside, to the inside. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And breathe in. Breathe out.
Yeah.
Breathe out.
Great to see everybody. Hey, Freedom fans, what's up?
Breathe out.
All right. Can't say Wanda Campbell. Great having everybody here tonight. Great be. It's always great to have everyone. Celine, Helen Hill, Joanne Walker, Avery, and the Anita. Yep. Well. Yeah. Bella, I'll get it, Marcy. All right. Yeah. From Philly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
All right, Cecilia Jones.
Come on.
Hey, Debbie. Yeah. If you don't know, this is the place to be every Wednesday night. 7 to 9. Hey, we're here on the family tree. Get it all out, everybody. Get it all out. Golly, all right, hey,
get on out of here. Take that in there.
Yeah.
That's right, you're going out.
Yeah.
All right, one more time.
Yeah. All right. Get it, Debbie. Kelvin.
One.
All right,
stop. Move that top one. Keep that bottom one still. You feel that energy?
Yeah.
Let's get the nigga right there. Breathe out. Put that all over your body. Let it
bud.
go. And thank you for joining in on the man.
Dream.
yourself one more hand, y'all. We'll see y'all tonight. Y'all can dance out there. You can dance if you want.
Well,
I see you, Cecilia. Go ahead, Debbie. Come on. Come on, Marcy. Come on, Calvin. You don't be looking, man. Come on. You got to dance, bro. Come on, man.
Get it, Debbie. Get it, Debbie. Get it, Debbie. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah.
I see you. All right. That's right. Where else y'all going to dance?
Yeah. Buddy, yes, sir.
Ain't gonna be dancing all day. This is the only place, Big B.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. Some folk can dance all week.
It is a privilege and a pleasure to be here with the booth.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Frida, who you got there, Frida?
All right, Frida, smack together, good baby. Frida, I know he said, "What y'all doing? Let me out of here! I can't take it."
Yeah. Baby, yeah.
The baby said, "What y'all doing, Debbie? I can't take it."
All right, we're gonna count it all down.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes. 10. 9.
Hey.
7.
6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Yeah, buddy. See ya on the weekend, Dr. P. Have a great one, buddy. Yo, man.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Have a beautiful weekend. And enough
Yes.
information
All right, big cat.